we are checking off another state park, Ray Roberts Lake, Isle du Bois, because there's two. There's also Jordan Park, which this is not where you check in. This is not where the campsites are. So make sure that if you are in Isle du Bois, this is where you go. If you're in Jordan Park, this is not where you go. It's across the lake. So when you make your reservations, do make sure which Ray Roberts Lake you're going to, because I just talked to one of the park rangers and she said that is a very, very common error that they see here. So just make sure, right? Next thing is that so usually whenever you come to the state parks, you drive in, they're like, all right, this is my reservation. Okay, cool. They give you your ticket to put on your windshield, your map, any questions, whatever, and it's like, okay, cool, thanks, bye. But in this case, we actually went, I had to actually go inside, which was awesome because it's my first time actually going into a headquarters of any state park that I've been to, but I already knew it was just bathrooms, the check-in, the water fountains, that's about it, right? So I go inside, very, very nice park rangers. So I never had an issue on politeness on any state park. So whoever's hiring for state parks is doing an awesome job. Anyway, so right now we're in a burn ban, but from what I gather, this park is the most popular state park here in Texas, and not only was that from the state rangers, but as I was checking out, like I was checking in, kind of walking down, somebody else walked in, and yeah, they said that in the weekend you're like elbow to elbow with people. So I will not be coming in the weekend, but I'm gonna trust that that's what it is. Me personally, I purposely come during the week because I don't necessarily come to party or whatever, right? Which there's nothing wrong with it. Like go ahead, have your fun. I come more for like relaxing, make these videos, but I come more for to breathe, right? So the less people for me better, right? So if you're looking for somewhere to have some fun, party, do that weekend thing, this seems like it's the place to be. If you're not looking for that, maybe this is also a good place, but during the week. All right, let's go find our campsite. All right, y'all, so before I set up, I just wanted to show you the campsite. This was not the original campsite I was supposed to have. I was gonna be a few down, 137. This is 132. But the reason why I'm in this campsite, for two reasons actually. First, the park ranger that checked me in was extremely helpful, extremely nice, in us talking about what I was gonna do here. I told her I was gonna tie a rope to a trunk or something, then tie it up to my paddleboard, put it on the lake, and then just days out, right? Well, she was like, well, you know what? 132 is gonna be better than 137 for that, because exactly what you guys saw. Look at this clear path that I have right here. So all I have to do is simply my paddleboard, bring it out here. In this case, there is not an obvious tree trunk or anything that I can tie it off with, but that's fine because I do have an anchor. So I'll just go out, anchor myself, and chill for a little bit. As a matter of fact, I see right over here, here's some shade right under these trees, some shade over there across the way as well, if I want to make it all the way over there, right? So I'm gonna be in 132. This is a great campsite if that's what you're looking for, right? If you're looking to tent camping, maybe not so much. I'll show you why right now in case you didn't see it when we were walking in. It's pretty small, and let me turn you around. So it's pretty small and there is no shade. As you can see, there's some little bit of shade over there, There's shade over there, but it's full of shrubbery and things like that. So you can see no shade, no shade, no shade anywhere. So if that's what you were planning on doing, tent camping, obviously RV camping, it's a completely different thing. Right now we do have a burn ban, just propane and things like that. So we weren't gonna use it anyways, but they do have their fire grill, they do have tables. In this case, no cover. I've only driven up and down right here this campsite, and from what I've seen, they also don't have any covers. But we'll make a round here in a little bit and see if this is the norm here or if it's just this specific space, right? They do have the hooks right here that you can use for lanterns, trash bags, whatever the case may be. So one of the things that I saw about this state park is that they do have some paved hikes, I guess, if you can call it that, or would they be walks if it's on the pavement, and hikes on dirt? Is that how it goes? I don't know. But the point is that it's paved, right? So from what the map says, this goes around about 2.1 miles. I'm gonna get in my scooter. That's the first thing we're gonna do, actually. Well, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set up the canopy, that way the car is not under the direct sun. Then we'll get our scooter out and follow this trail and see where it leads us, because this is a completely new state park for me. Where's the sun? That way you're not, there you go. This is a completely new state park for me, and it's quite big. It's really big. I highly suggest, tip from last time that I went camping, I didn't stop by to put gas in my car, so I only had like a quarter left. In a Prius it's not a big deal, but in other cars it might be. It'd be great to have your car full of gas, or at least, you know, have some gas, because this park is quite huge. I mean, just for me to get here to this spot, it's still like a good distance, right? So I would just say make sure that your car has gas, that way there's no surprises. All right, so I'm gonna set up the canopy and then we'll get to this trail and see what we see in this new state park. the whole park. So I just wanted to give my thoughts on this park so far, right? I like it. I like it a lot, actually. It's definitely has a little bit of everything, even things that I didn't even think of for everybody, right? So first things first. All right, so I think I came to the wrong campsite. All right, so I am in campsite Quail Run. All right, so Quail Run, there's nothing wrong with it, actually. Matter of fact, I like it. I like my spot, the easy access to the water, which is what I'm actually about to do. So it's awesome. But as I showed you earlier, there's not that much shade, right? In my case, it's fine. I'll put up the canopies. You know, it is what it is. But whenever I went over to Deer Ridge, that's definitely more, yeah, they still have electricity and things like that, but that's definitely more for like tents and things like that. You'll definitely see more people with tents. The parking is actually smaller. There's definitely more shade. And there are also sites with access to the water. So I do believe that next time I am coming back for sure. I definitely like this park. Next time I come, I'll stay at Deer Ridge and then see, you know, what that's about. Next, they do have Wild Plum and Hawthorne. Those, I believe, are primitive campsites. I'm not gonna go. I'm not even, I'm not really gonna show you what they look like. It's a primitive campsite. I'm not gonna do it. I would not suggest y'all do it. To each his own, though. So there you go. Then this was actually pretty cool. They have Blue Steam Grove, and that's equestrian. Yeah, for horses. In this case, they only had one person there. Didn't have horses, so I'm going to assume, and didn't have a trailer for horses, nothing like that. So I'm going to assume that you can also stay there without horses. It's a very, very nice place. I did see the most deer around there. I'm gonna assume maybe because they feed the horses, there might be some leftover food or things like that, and that's why there was more deer over there at Blue Steam Grove, right? And then the last stop we made on the POV was where you can buy some firewood. Right now, as of this video, it is September 5th, 2024. There is a fire ban in place, so just propane cooking or electric, all right? Nothing else. Definitely check that. I've been in California. I've been close to a forest fire, and that is no joke. So if they say it's a fire ban, please just respect it, right? I like it. I like it quite a bit. So I definitely will be coming back. It is quite long, right? So like I was saying, make sure that your car is gassed up because it is quite long, right? All right, so another thing that I thought was amazing, right? So they have hike trails, paved hike trails. I guess I don't know if that's hike or walking, right? Which I did in my scooter, so you can go check out that POV. And they also have, let's say, normal hike trails, dirt, things like that, for bikes, horses, and then people, right? So just kind of see which trail it is that you want to take to do, right? So in my case, I really enjoyed that there was a paved hike, right? So that was pretty cool. And that was Randy Bell Scenic Trail. Randy Bell Scenic Trail. And that'll take you through Quail Run, through Deer Ridge, through the boat launch and things like that. So it's a pretty nice trail to kind of do, to even see around this area. All right. I haven't done the other trails. I probably won't do any of those other trails on this trip, because I'm gonna do paddleboarding, and then we're gonna do the drone. But next time, we'll come back and do some other trails. All right. So so far, those are my thoughts on this trip. Right now, the only thing we have left is to paddleboard, fly the drone, lay down and watch a movie. All right, so I'll see you again whenever I put up the tent, so I can show you that last part of tent camping in a 2022 Toyota Prius.